You probably wonder who I'm coming after today, and I must tell you I'm coming after you because I realized you need help. I did the live the other day, and dear Lord, the questions I saw, my 5-year-old niece would not ask this sort of questions. So you see at which level you are, at which stage of knowledge you are. So you need me. And I'm not surprised why other crypto YouTubers build cult-like audiences, because you know nothing. So I'm giving away 20 minutes of my precious time, and I hope you will show how grateful you are, because I could watch Pornhub in this time, but I'm giving this to you. And then I'm going to spend another 30 minutes editing this video. So I'm going to tell you today the differences between the crypto, because I realized you don't see the difference between Ethereum or Aave, for example. You don't see much difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this might be a little difficult video. We will get not technical, because I'm not technical, but maybe for some people there is no hope, so then you will not understand. But I will try to present these differences to you in as simple terms as possible. So let's not waste more of my time and also your time, although your time is not as precious as mine, and move to CoinGecko. I'm itching in my nose, which is not really great when you record video. So there is Bitcoin, there is Ethereum. What else we gonna get? Let's get Cardano. Let's get Dogecoin. Let's get XRP maybe. Let's get Polkadot. Plenty. You see, you're gonna get so much education today that it's unbelievable. Let's get Solana. Chainlink. I don't know much about oracles. Let's open. We'll see. I'm gonna ignore my favorite Cosmos. And let's go further. What can I do? I want to find some Aave because it's like popular. Yearn Finance maybe, because someone was asking why Ethereum and not Yearn Finance. This is completely different, man. What the hell are you asking for? So different. Let's get this one as well. So let's start from the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the first one, right? And Bitcoin doesn't do anything. At the start, Bitcoin was like meant to be the digital currency, but it doesn't work well as the digital currency because the fees are expensive and no one wants to pay for a cup of coffee and spend $30 on the transfer fee, right? You would rather use your dollars and your credit card where you will not pay any fee. So they try to find what's the Bitcoin good at, and it's good at store of value. So till now, how the people preserve the value? They buy gold, right? And people say, hey, Bitcoin maybe it's like another gold because there is a limited supply of this. There is still inflation because you mine this at some point, but there will be a limited supply of 21 million. A lot of this got actually lost, and there will be no more of that. So maybe holding the percentage of Bitcoin or some Bitcoins will be good for the store of value for the future, and it might appreciate. So let's say as in the bank you can purchase some property. It could be like a gold, but it also could be like a land on Earth. And I think the land would be maybe better because the gold, we don't know what's the supply of it, but the land is quite limited. So if you buy the land on Earth, right, this is kind of asset. So it's the same. You don't want to use it for the payments because I said the fees are very expensive. And it's stuck as the cryptocurrency, but we know it doesn't work that well as the currency. The Ethereum, this is very different. The Ethereum is completely something different. And you can see the name, this is smart contract platforms. It means you can write the contracts on it. You can build the applications on Ethereum network. it's complicated, and as I said, I'm not technical, but I'm thinking how I can describe the Ethereum for you. Imagine Ethereum as the city, okay? I don't know which city you like. New York? Recently, many people seems to not like New York, but everyone like Miami. So let's go Miami. So imagine the Ethereum city is like the Miami city. But it still has a lot of things to do, right? So you want to build the bank in the city of Miami, which is Ethereum, for example. So you are building this in Miami. So the same way, if you want to start some applications that could be useful for the people, let's say like a bank, you will use Ethereum to build it. You will use this network. You will use this Ethereum city to build your application. And the main currency in this city will be Ethereum. So the fees will be paid in Ethereum when you do transfers, when you do some services, etc. There could be also other fees in other currencies that are built on top of that, but that's how it works, right? So this is what is smart contract platform. You see, there's like something completely different than Bitcoin, completely different. You can't even compare those things. So then people, okay, what's the difference between Ethereum and Cardano? Those things meant to be the same. So like not exactly the same because they have different properties on which we're not going to discuss, right? But you see Cardano also has named smart contract platform, so it meant to do the same. But at this moment, we have a lot of applications built in the city of Ethereum, but when we go to the city of Cardano, so let's say Cardano like Africa, so let's get some African capital. I'm not really that great with African geography, so sorry for that, but Nigeria is big market, so Nigeria, to not make the Abuja is the capital. Let's go with Abuja, okay? So let's say Cardano is like Abuja. And we know that Africa, despite how great it is and how great resources it has, it doesn't build many things, right? So this is the Cardano. It's the ecosystem is non-existent. You don't have great banks in Abuja now. Maybe you will, because it's great potential there. Everyone say, hey, the Africa is the rich continent of poor people. But at this moment, it doesn't have anything. So Cardano meant to be like Ethereum killer. It's like, we will do it better, but at this moment, we don't have ecosystem. So you would kind of bet that Cardano will be better, will have better fees, will be lower, not necessarily faster. It will not be faster, etc. Maybe will be safer. Maybe we build something. Maybe we make the Switzerland in Africa, right? So that's Cardano. It's the same. It's the Cardano city, but it doesn't have the ecosystem yet, like Ethereum. And then we will have, let's say, Polkadot, which also has its own ecosystem, and you can actually interconnect the blockchain with Polkadot, but you can also build the application on Polkadot. So it's also smart contract. It's not here. So the same like Ethereum and Cardano, and it has some ecosystem. But what is the difference here? What is the difference? Because it's no good to say it's the same, right? The difference is that Polkadot aimed to be like very secure, but because of this, the building application is very expensive. So let's say we all know that Norway is great. It's safe, it's wealthy, and Oslo, its capital, right? It's so good, it's so clean that it's nothing bad will happen there, but it's so expensive. So let's say you want to build the housing in the Polkadot city, which is like Oslo, let's say, but it's so expensive, like that you will pay so high tax forever. So this is Polkadot. It has very high fees when you're gonna build the application, but you can build the application, but so expensive. And the Polkadot, because of this, might generate huge revenues that will be sucked out from these smaller projects. So I would always say like Polkadot can generate a lot of money if the projects will be built, because maybe investing in small projects is more risky. But if we bet on the expanding ecosystem and the projects will be paying a lot to Polkadot, right? The same like Ethereum tokens, that will be very, very profitable. But you say, okay, but what is the applications that people built on Ethereum, right? What's going on? What you talk about these applications? So, for example, someone asked, what's the difference Yearn Finance and Ethereum? What is better to buy? You can see that it's completely different. It's completely different. It's not smart contract platforms. It's not like the city. It's not like the city. It says decentralized finance. So bank is decentralized finance. It's centralized. I said decentralized, not decentralized. So let's say we know Ethereum is like Miami, right? And you have banks in Miami because there is a lot of drug trade. And you need the banks, and also you make the money from drugs, right? So what you want to do, you want to make this money to work later. You want to earn profit, further profit. So you go to this bank, and this Yearn Finance decided to build in the city of Ethereum, right? So you can see it's ERC token. It has the Ethereum wallet address. You see, this is the contract address. It's built on Ethereum. It's not built on Polkadot. It's not built on Cardano. It's built in the Ethereum city. So what is the token itself? What it does? You see, governance. So imagine this is the bank in the Ethereum city. So you can put your money to work. But who owns it? If you own token, you are part of the government because it's decentralized. So it's not like the CEO, the shareholders, but you are partially owning the token, so you're partially the shareholder. And let's have a look. I'm not going to go through Yearn Finance very well, but you will see, you go, and this is maximize your rewards. So like your yield and stuff like this. So go to values. We can go to values, and you can invest. So you can earn APY, the certain percentage, what you put, this is the outcome you get. If you have maybe Bitcoin, you want to earn on your Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you want to earn on your Ethereum, etc., etc., etc. So what else we have in the Yearn? I want to check. So there's values, invest, let's say earn. So you can earn yields, right, on different stable coins and stuff like this. So basically, this is a bank. So don't ask me what is the difference between Ethereum and Yearn Finance, because it's so different. So different. Make me annoyed that you can't even see the difference. Then we go Aave, and you see yield farming, decentralized finance governments also. And it's built on Ethereum, but you also see it in Polygon ecosystem and other ecosystem because you can build the bridges. So let's say you are a Miami bank, but you build the branches with the different banks, right? You build the partnerships, so you both operate together. So here is the one bank in Ethereum city, and you want to make the bank with the completely different city, different branch, and partnering with other bank. That's how it works. So you see, this is the difference. And for example, if you go to Polkadot ecosystem, because it's available, you see Chainlink, it's Ethereum, but it built the bridge over here. But what we have, maybe something, we have Refinance. So what is this? We have, it's also Polygon, Polkadot, it's also Ethereum token. I would find, so all of this is ERC, but you have, if you even build a bridge, it will get absorbed to your ecosystem. Cardano doesn't, it will be hard, but you have some projects built on Cardano, right? Solana is the same. It's the smart contract platform, and you have Solana ecosystem. So example of some application. I'm speaking of the DeFi because DeFi is probably more prevalent, right? You have, for example, this project, and you see different address. This is not Ethereum address. This is Solana address now. So this bank is built in the Solana city, which is very new, very fast, maybe a little bit more centralized. So I would say Shanghai, right? Like Shanghai, something like this. So XRP is just the payment. So it's the platform for settling the payments for institutions. I will not say too much, but this is probably closest to the idea of cryptocurrency you could have for financial institutions. Chaining, as I said, oracles, and this is what is oracle? I would rather say someone else maybe would be better to explain. I'm not gonna speak nonsense. So let's see. Chaining decentralized Oracle network provides reliable, tamper-proof inputs and outputs or complex smart contracts of any blockchain. Go fuck yourself. I don't understand a single word here. But anyway, this service provider is built here in the Ethereum city, and it also can make the partnerships with the others smart contract platforms. And let's go to our favorite, Dogecoin. So it's cryptocurrency. So the Dogecoin, can you build the applications on the Dogecoin? No, now you cannot. So what the fuck you talking about? How great is the Dogecoin? You cannot compare it to the smart contract platforms at this moment, as long as it's not smart contractors. So stop doing this shit. This doesn't do anything. So let's say it's like a Bitcoin, but you can see it doesn't have limited supply, which like can be changed anytime. It can be changed. But you know, it's actually I believe it's fork of Bitcoin, so it's separate from Bitcoin. It's built using the Bitcoin code, and I think now is connected somehow to Litecoin when it comes to mining. When Litecoin is also so similar, so it's not smart contract platform. It's like cryptocurrency, but still, it could be an asset. It could be cryptocurrency, it would be fast and cheap. But you know, if something is not stable, it doesn't really do well as the cryptocurrency. So that's the short explanations of the differences between the blockchains. So make sure you know what you're getting into. It's not like you're getting into coins. It's not that hey, I hold this cryptocurrency and I believe this is the great cryptocurrency that will settle all the payments in the world. Because, for example, we have the handshake. Right? And handshake is the infrastructure. Something completely different. So, you know, when you build the city, you actually need the roads, you need the banks, as I said, and you need other services for the city to work. And this is, for example, handshake. So in the internet, you see, we have these addresses here. So we have .com, which is top-level domain, and this is subdomain CoinGecko. So this is naming. This is part of the internet infrastructure. So the same in the cities, you have names of the street. In the Miami, you need to have names of the street, right? So this is the handshake, for example. It's the naming protocol, and it will allow you to own these top-level domains. But to be successful, it needs to be adopted because now people are happy to use the current system we have. But if it will change, that's the adoption and that's the success, right? But you don't know if something will get adopted. That's very important part. So if we have this, why to use this? Because this one is centralized. So let's say your governor owns the domains, let's say. Right, the com is the company that manage the com, but this apparently would be like no company manage, but you manage. There is the person behind this or someone who bought it and manage this. So this is managed in this decentralized manner, let's say. And how you purchase it? You purchase this with the token of HNS. So the token of HNS on the one utility is purchasing and providing safety to this infrastructure of naming. And I hope this video was somehow useful for you and that you will not ask this 5-year-old human being question. Yeah, that's it. 20 minutes, as I said, 20 minutes wasted that I will not get back. So show how grateful you are, and till the next time.